What up, guys? GP here. Back per usual. You know? Just back here on live. I don't even know what Wi Fi I'm on. I'm literally just opened my laptop and the Wi Fi worked. So hopefully it's a pretty good connection. I'm actually sitting in the middle, not in the middle of the street, but on the side of the street. I'm outside of my Airbnb here in Chicago, Illinois. The neighborhood I'm in, I don't think it's the best. I don't think it's the worst. But unfamiliar territory is always unfamiliar territory, So I've just been trying to make sure I'm good where I'm at. But also, I can't really vape or smoke in the Airbnb, so I have brought the whole thing to my car. I got shake actually because it's so expensive. I bought the pack of pre-rolls, and then I bought the Mandarin cookies from Nature's Grace. As you guys see, oh shit, I have green screen on. So I have the Mandarin cookies from Nature's Grace. It's a quarter. Hell yeah, War Eagle. I had to rent one to get here. What's good, 440? Yo, what's good, Emmanuel? About to crank up this Mandarin cookies and see what's popping. I just wanted to come on here, hang out with you guys for a little bit, do a little review too, because I just want to do some Delta 9 reviews in a legal place. You know what I'm saying? With real brands. And I'm out in Chicago. I've mostly just been having fun today. I haven't been doing a lot of content or anything like that. Also, I drove. I drove from Houston, so it's far. Yeah, this is a hybrid. I drove from Houston, so this isn't like any just small task. You know what I'm saying? Emmanuel, yeah. When if I spend more time out here, I definitely plan on trying to get to more small time growers, because that's really what it matters, is the growers for the stores. Because a lot of these stores, some of them are completely vertical, but a lot of them just source, I feel like, from local brands and shit like that. Oh yeah, well, I drove. It's pretty good. I drove with my girl. We just drove to like north a little bit, no, more like east, but like east, like out in the country at this nice Airbnb in outside of St. Louis. And then this morning we just drove up. We just drove up here. Got here like at 2 something, and just been chilling. It's a long drive, but it's like once you're here, it's like, damn, that was quick. Literally yesterday morning, I'm sitting in Houston, wondering what I'm gonna do, and then Nicole says I have a few days off. I'm like, we out of here. I went, got the rental car. No, I haven't had any trouble this far. Finally, I'm getting some good hits out of this. Earlier, I smoked some. I've been carrying around these pre-rolls. I've been smoking around the city some. These Swift Lifts. But honestly, this was more, damn, like all the information's gone off the bat because I've been having it in my pocket and I sweat some. But to be real with you, with these Swift Lifts, it was more sativa. I was just higher than I expected to be, I think. I don't know if it was my personal ideal high. It for sure got me fried, but I don't know if it was my personal high choice. Or you go wrong direction. Where are you coming from that you got to go through North Carolina? Damn, Wisconsin close. Wisconsin really close. I really wish I could smoke a J right now. I want to go to another dispensary, but those prices are so depressing. I think I might just stick with these two things. I might find something else tomorrow. Yeah, from Alabama, you would have to go up through Tennessee, maybe cut through a little bit of Kentucky, and then on like the other side of all that shit would be because it's on the west side of Lake Michigan. So you'd have to head west, like northwest from Alabama, to get up here. I'm hitting. If you're talking about the piece, I'm hitting an Argo, and if you're talking about the flower, it's the title, Mandarin cookies. And I'm in the whip, obviously, and there's rental whip, so I can't light a J. He said it could be up to $1,000 charge if you smoke in the Airbnb. I was like, what the fuck? So definitely not smoking there. I can't go live in the dispensary though. But where you go, you just gotta take a road trip. You gotta go because there's some out there. I guess everything around you is medical. Florida's medical, Missouri's medical. That's what you might have to cut through is Missouri. Missouri's medical. No, you shouldn't have to cut through Missouri. It should be just straight through Tennessee. Yeah, on top of that, you probably have to cut through Missouri, actually. What's that, Big Gorilla? No, my geography's fucked up. You don't have to cut through Missouri. It's Kentucky. Tennessee, Kentucky, then you should get to Illinois. Yeah, where you go. Most of them like 250. They'll threaten you with like 250, 300 for smoking. But this is like a old 100 and it's been like 18 something. Yeah, Scott, but from Alabama, that's not close. Alabama to New Mexico, he lives in Alabama. Alabama to New Mexico is far as fuck. I mean, because I've driven from Houston to New Mexico is about 10 hours. And from Alabama, I've made the Alabama to Houston drive before too. That's about 10 hours. So yeah, that's 20 hours. If not more, really. Depending on what part of Alabama and depending on what part of New Mexico. Because crossing Texas is never a small feat. Chicago setup's so different than Houston. It's crazy. Even today was like my first time really for a purpose and going somewhere. Taking public transportation. Nice, Scott. Like taking a train. Like today, I sat on a train. I sat on a subway and a bus. First time ever on a subway. In a subway. Maybe second time ever on a train. And on a public bus, probably second time also. Actually, first I've been on like a metro rail system. I've never been on a train before. That was my first time on a train and on a subway on the first day today, which is crazy to think about. I've traveled a lot, but I've never been in a situation where it was even possible. Really, in the South, those things don't exist. In the South, they say either you have a car or you're staying your ass at home. But yeah, Jared, I am currently in Chicago. And I figured as I wind this night down, really, I'm about to go pass out here soon. I mean, y'all know I drove all the way from Houston, so the drive was serious. I drove all the way from Houston, slept some last night, barely, but yeah. I don't really know what else much is happening around here. I'm not too active at night anyway, and this is an unfamiliar city, so more than likely I'm probably just gonna chill tonight. It did smell. It smelled like pee. It's not as bad as the one in Philly I walked down into though. That one was disgusting, and I think they've cleaned a lot of that stuff just because of the vid. But the train system was clutch for real. Having a train that would take you from like the different neighborhoods, suburbs, because this is like a real neighborhood centric city. Like it's not like in Houston, it's like areas. You know, here it's like really neighborhood specific. Yeah, subway definitely doesn't smell good. I mean, Chicago's full of it. Chicago's a large homeless population. So for sure, everywhere we went, we were seeing homeless. But this is also like a place like only certain parts of Houston really have like close houses with like front stoops. Actually, I don't think there's anywhere in Houston where everybody's parked in the street. Like driveways are normal for everybody in Houston if you have a house. For the most part, here no one has a driveway. Some people have garages. Either you have a garage under where you live, or you have street parking. Just hella cars lining the street and shit like that. Definitely different in the South. It's definitely closer to the East Coast feel of a city than anywhere in the South for sure that I've been. The closest city I could say that I felt like this was New Orleans. New Orleans, a city you'll feel like some kind of like street tension a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like to where like the streets aren't just like safe to be walking around at night. Like in Houston, you don't feel that as much, or at least not in most areas. And then also, it's just a whole different vibe, you know. But like everything is closer together and small and older too. Houston doesn't keep old buildings; they tear them all down and build new ones on top of that shit. Yeah, yeah. Well, I was with my girl and she bikes, but she's not really comfortable like biking in new cities and the streets and shit like that, like I am. So I didn't bike today. If I was by myself, no doubt I would have been on that bike. But the Metro Pass thing or the train pass thing was like $10 for 24 hours. Dude, we pay like $20 a day to Uber places if we want to do anything. So that was nothing. Oh, War Eagle, that's not true. Maybe out by you, but in Houston, a major metropolitan area, you're gonna see tons. And if you go down to like South Florida and stuff like that, you're gonna see homeless people for sure, for sure. Or even like Tennessee. You go to Tennessee. I've been to Memphis and Nashville. You're gonna see some homeless too. Out in Alabama, I could agree. Out in Alabama, it's cheap to live though. Like homeless are usually areas where, like, a lot of times it's where prices have inflated like heavily recently, or gentrification's happening, pushing people on the streets. Like that's what like raises homeless populations for real. Oh yeah, well, there's nothing compared to Houston though. People in Houston drive insane. Insane, because we have so much further to go. All big city people like that have like live in like spread out cities drive crazy because it takes so long to get everywhere. I feel you, but I haven't been driving here. I've really been taking public transit mostly. See you later, Jay. I think that's the owner of my Airbnb. So he put up right next to me, and bro's got a nice house. I think this house was like a 9 bedroom. But no, I'm definitely when I'm living out here. If I have to go somewhere, I'm gonna be on my bike. I'm gonna be on my bike, train, bike like that. Like I'm not big on walking. A little bit, Yoel. Just a little bit. Just because it's unfamiliar, to be honest. Like I feel like if I lived here, I'd be a lot more comfortable. I just understand the nuances of cities and know that it's very, very easy to tell when somebody isn't from there type shit. Nice, slow DK. That's what's up. Yeah, yeah, well, and the thing is, like, people in where I'm from don't walk. Like, you don't just have people walking by you on the street and like coming up behind. So, like, it's sketchy when somebody crosses the street, walks up behind you, and shit like that. You know, you're walking next to. It's just different. When I'm walking the street in Houston, I'm the only motherfucker walking alone. You know, people think I'm homeless or something like that. Homeless people walk in Houston for real. Like, people don't just be walking everywhere. So it's definitely interesting. Or you go, the thing is, it's not cheaper here. I can get probably similar quality weed for like half the price in Houston. It's so expensive here. Like if I bought here and I was smoking in like bulk or something like that, more than likely I would buy dark like illegally. Unless I was plugged in at a dispensary or something like that. But this flower's got me feeling good. It's more of an indica, I feel like, than the one earlier. Um I think they said this is an indica leaning hybrid. The one earlier was supposed to be like an indica, but it really just like fried me to a point where it really had some paranoia setting in for real. But good experience. I went to the herbal care center here in and they gave me a hat here in Chicago. So I'm gonna do a couple more reviews of these products probably, or like one more review of the Swift Lifts, and then I want to roll up and the taste is nice. Both of these have been like super super sweet, like a distinct taste that I'm not used to tasting, to be honest. Like like these Swift Lives, they smell so sweet. They have like damn, so much flour is falling out. Yeah, it's like I don't know how to describe it, but the weed out here definitely has like the couple strains I've had definitely have had a distinct like sweet like toasted taste or smell or something like that, and taste has been very similar, following suit. But I'm definitely comfortable here. I definitely like it out here. Um, I need to move soon, so I've been scoping out different locations to see where I want to move to. So trying to expand what I do media wise and challenge myself for something new. You know. Oh, wear color hats. I could wear black, huh? Yeah, well, I usually wear black or tan for real. I don't be wearing no red, blue hats, like nothing like that. The only colored hat I would wear here if I wanted to fit in and I got a Cubs hat or some shit. I agree, Darren. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. Like you buy some weed somewhere, they like harass you on the streets. Like I don't even know what the law is here about smoking in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I was smoking in the street today. Um, Appreciate the heads up, yo. Well, I don't plan on flagging out here, uh, but yeah. See you later, slow. Brad, what's up? How you doing? I'm about to probably be closer to the East Coast. I gotta pull up on you. I'm out here in Chicago right now. It does suck when you go on vacation, though. You might find an Airbnb that's okay with you, like smoking out back or something like that, but it's fucked up. Like, I might go roll up one and smoke it I think I can smoke on the porch out here, which would only matter for somebody like me who's trying to make content. If you're not trying to make content, it doesn't really matter. Perseg, what's good? Exactly, Brad. But yeah, the drive wasn't that bad. Only halfway kicked my ass, didn't fully kick my ass, but I've been having a good time overall out here for real. I really like the public transportation aspect. I wish I had my e-bike and my bike. But next time. Marvin, that's a bet. I appreciate all suggestions. Brad, I indeed did drive from the H. Planned it all yesterday. My girl said I got a couple of days off of work. I was like, bet we need to check out some places. And then we just rented a car. Took a couple hours to rented a car, hopped in the whip. Now I'm here, smoking with y'all. Some of this Mandarin cookies. It says 50-50 hybrid on it. It feels nice. I'm enjoying it. But I have to agree with that. I would say I'm a wild guy. I can't deny that. But I'm okay with that. I'll claim it. Sometimes you just have to hop in the whip and go. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what else to say. But Brad, you know me for a minute right now. I just like to have a good time, bro. I like to experience life as it comes to me, you know. And I'm so glad I got here this weekend. Like, say I end up moving somewhere else or whatever, like even if this is the last time I ever got to come to Chicago, like it's still a time I got to get out here. Still got to hang out with you guys, smoke some weed out here. Still got to hang out with my girl out here. It's a trip that I remember. You know what I mean? Just jumped in the whip and drove in. It's such a cool feeling. Like the fact that like yesterday I was in Houston yesterday morning, and like if you get in a car and you just keep driving, you'll get wherever you need to go. Stop when you have to. Yeah, I've been having a good night for real. Yeah, I mean, it's been fun. Yeah, well, I be burning in public places. I was burning right. We was walking outside the bean, you know, over there. The other people was burning. I was burning too. I was in that hoe. Fuck it. That's what we gonna do. That's what we gonna do. I'm game. But pretty much every city I go to, I walk down the middle of the street and burn. I walk down the sidewalk and burn these days, bro. I mean, like if it's a major city and you just like disappear into like the everything, you know, like into the world, like you're not just in a small town where you're the only black person or some shit. Like I've been in a city like that too. I will not burn in that city, but in a city like this where you just kind of like blend into the crowd, like yeah, I'll be in that whole burning. Brad, indeed. So enough of this. Jay has. Oh, this Jay's cooked. This Jay's actually cooked. Okay. These motherfuckers. This is why I don't do pre-rolls, dead ass. But luckily I have my handy vaporizer here with me. So I scooped up some of this flour. Ooh, I thought I didn't know what strain it was, but I indeed have a receipt. Kosher dog. Kosher dog. Man, that weed out here is tax. I shouldn't have looked at that receipt. That shit just pissed me the fuck off. Oh. I'm dead. We're gonna do this last bowl of kosher dog, then I'm gonna head inside. I agree, Darren, but they're a cost effective way to buy out here in Chicago, for real. I really don't like them, but it was a much unlike most other places, it was a much more economical way of purchasing weed. Like it's never that way. I've never seen a place where it's more economic to buy pre-rolls, but it really is. Like if you want to try different shit or whatever. Cause I was talking to the lady about it. She was trying to explain to me like the most economical way to buy weed out here. Cause they all know obviously with the taxes and everything, the prices out here are insane. What's good, CD? Hope you're having a good night. I should have some water in here. Bad. I haven't been eating too much of shit. I've been focused. We're just trying to get out here. Also, just shit. Usually be running and working out and shit. If you just sit in the car, you don't get that much. You don't burn that much energy. Use that much energy, you know? That's nice. Yeah, Darren, I mean, where I'm at right now, it's legal. And I'm sure that's what happened, but it's still quality flour usually in the U.S., I feel like. Like, definitely they'll give you some trash and pre-rolls, don't get me wrong. But honestly, even the trash in most of these, if you, like, especially, at least I can say that about Chicago. Like, with the price of the weed, at least the quality is there, too. You know? Hopefully this vaporizer smell doesn't stick too much in here. It usually goes away pretty quick. Yeah, Darren, the trash weed in legal states here be pretty good usually. Oh, y'all, Darren? For sure, Brad. I feel you. I feel you well, 100%. Guys, that bowl is done. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'll see y'all later.